Next up on WTV, a look at some new cafeteria items, this week's edition of Real Talk, and today's Sports Minute. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Good morning, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Friday, October 12th, and I'm Kennedy Williams with another daily update brought to you by Wingspan TV. Students may see some new items on the cafeteria menu. WTV's Vivek Sundaraman has the story.
A sample of students on campus had the opportunity to meet with Frisco ISD nutritionists about lunch items being served in the cafeteria. Discussion included student input on current menu items as well as taste testing some new items for the future.
We actually started doing this last year where we meet with student groups at various campuses across the district. I love it because it kind of gives us a different way to look at what we're serving on our menu, because we can look at the numbers and we can see what sells and what doesn't, but that doesn't really give us the full picture. Like little details about what we could do to make certain menu items better. We don't get that unless we actually talk to the students.
While students can fill out surveys on the Frisco Cafe website at any time, Senior Stafford Johnson believes that this approach is more effective in getting student opinion.
I think getting student input is always good, and doing it in physical form rather than only a survey helps get live results instead of filling out a survey and not hearing back. I think it'll help them get better lunch options, and it'll solve some of the problems like not knowing what line is what and getting word out about what's on the menu for the day.
Students also discussed how the variety and flow of the lunch lines could be improved in the cafeteria.
I feel like it's really good to have a voice because most of the time, students feel like that they can't say something because they think it's already established the way it is. And the fact that we can now figure out what's going on, set the lines and everything, I think it's a benefit so that students don't feel forced to, pick whatever's there already.
Deuce, the Frisco ISD nutritionist, believes that this form of communication with students is important in getting proper feedback.
We want that kind of feedback because if we don't hear it from the students and the teachers and the parents, then we're not going to know when change needs to be made. Maybe a lot of students don't know that a lot of what's on our menu is decided by other students. So whether they're deciding by their meal purchases or whether they're deciding by taste tests, our menus are really student driven, and I think that's important for everybody to know.
Reporting for Wingspan TV, I'm Vivek Sundaraman.
On this week's edition of Real Talk, WTV's Remy Williams hits the halls to ask students about the merits of the PSAT.
This is WTV's Remy Williams with this week's edition of Real Talk, and today we're going to hit the halls and find out how students felt about their PSAT. Do you think taking your PSAT during school hours is a good idea?
Yeah, because I feel like if we did outside of school, it would waste a day of the weekend or something.
The PSAT is important for getting prepared for the SAT, but also the memes afterward are really funny too.
Thinking PSAT during school is a good idea?
Yes, because we're already learning in this environment, so just to test in that environment, it's better other than testing in some other place and not being able to concentrate and getting distracted.
I don't think it's beneficial to take it during school because there's some kids who are going to take it really seriously and study and work hard, and other kids are just using it as an excuse to sleep during it or not really focusing on it. So I think that there's other options to taking it, but during school is a little bit of a waste of time.
So far, I think the test went well. So right now I know how the PSAT is, and the most important thing I learned is really how it'll help me for the SAT and how the SAT will definitely be harder than this.
This has been another edition of Real Talk.
Here's today's Sports Minute.
While school was in session, cross country participated in the District 9 5A meet at Warren Park yesterday morning. The girls' team placed second in district, led by senior Kaylin Ramiz, who placed third individually, along with junior Amelia Haurigi placing seventh. The boys' team notched fourth place, one shy of a ticket to the next round. Junior Jocelyn Ferguson led the team with a 12th place finish, followed by junior Zach Moore, who took 19th. Football clashed with Centennial last night at the Ford Center. With Centennial grabbing 4 touchdowns in the first quarter and 1 in the second, the Redhawks fell behind early with a 35-0 halftime deficit. Senior Mitchell Miller helped lead the offense in the second half, passing for 2 touchdowns and running one in to close the lead. Despite the second half efforts, the team fell to the Titans 42-21. The Redhawks look to improve their 0-6 record as they travel to Little Round next Friday to take on the Red Bulls. Tennis made the trip to Reedy last night to conclude their district campaign. After a tight match, the Redhawks pulled out a 10-9 win, giving the team a 7-2 district record as they head into the postseason. The Redhawks compete in the bi-district area round starting on Monday. Volleyball continues its district play tonight. With the first place spot in District 9-5A currently captured, the Redhawks look to stretch their win streak to 14 games. The team begins action against the 7-7 Raccoons at 5:30 in the Nest. For WTV, I'm Carter Brown.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. WTV's Wade Glover has today's announcements.
FCCLA is hosting a food drive benefiting the North Texas Food Bank. Drop-off boxes are in the Rotunda, room E105, and room E104. Today is State Fair Friday in the cafeteria. Students can purchase burger sliders with pretzel bites and cheese sauce or Korean barbecue nachos.
That's it for today's Daily Update. This has been Kennedy Williams with Wingspan TV.